him, and also be hearing from Paige Kai as well at quarter time, also in the second half as well. So good luck to Paige, who's making her commentary debut today. And as players and umpires, a little bit early today as well, Lockie, as the B grade game was finished early due to so they pulled the siren a little bit early. I'm not complaining at all, 15-minute quarters, but it was interesting to get that extra bit of break in between the two games as the toss of the coin is about to get underway.
Yeah, just kind of builds the atmosphere a little bit as well with the B grade ending a little bit early, just due to a little bit of a mistake up here.
As the coin toss has gone up, beautiful coin toss. Well, North have won the toss. They're kicking to the city end with a favourable breeze as well that is blowing sort of towards the canteen pocket. So they're going to be looking to use first use of the said breeze as well. But other than that, a beautiful day here in the Silver City, 30 degrees. That's a bit of a strong breeze, but probably a good thing that the season has been pushed back that extra week, because normally this would be grand final day and we'd be in for a hot, blustery day.
Yeah, I like the extra week. I do like the new final series. I know it's got some people that aren't a big fan of it, but I'm a big fan of all 4 teams playing some finals footy.
Absolutely, we are. We love finals football. That is what it's all about. Just a late change out of the North camp as well, with Bill Ormond coming out. So those that are at the ground have their budget, you can scrub that one out. Bill Ormond is out. Rebel Mannion comes in as well. The star from Wednesday night's under-17 final. Probably one of the better finals I've seen in a couple of years, with North coming out close victors over South, with Rebel Mannion kicking 4 as well.
Yeah, he was really good, as was Fred Tawney as well. He was ended up winning the medal as well. But both those boys were really good and well on to have a good one here against Central.
Yeah, good luck to both teams. Last time these two teams met, which was the 2nd of August, Central ran out 79-point winners at the Jubilee Oval. Sam Wilson kicking 5 and Sam Negrello kicking 4 as well. Out of those 4, Sam Negrello's kicked 4 goals in that game. He's only kicked 6 for the season. If we look at Central's goal kickers this year, and I know, Lockie, you're big on this. Sam Wilson with 55 goals this year. Next best is Luke Jones with 10, and they're the only 2 in double digits for Central.
Yeah, I said it last week, and Greg Wellington was there, and he talked to me a couple Tuesdays ago just around that, how he feels they're not just a one-trick pony when they head inside forward 50. I think he was vindicated on Sunday as well, because even though Sammy wasn't able to get on the board, it did end up in a situation when they did have multiple goal kickers, and Hamford, I think, stood up, kicked 3 goals in the second half and was really good for mine.
And a really good game it was last Sunday as well, with Central just getting over the top of West just in that last quarter. I think scores were just about locked at 3/4 time, but Central ran over the top. Looking at North, their goal kickers this year, Quinton Bevan with 32, Jaden Kelly with 31, and then Logan Ferguson with 10 as well. So I'm sure those 3 are probably the 3 to look at if you're looking for the North camp, and if you're in the Central coaching staff, to maybe just try and quell a little bit, especially Jaden Kelly and Quinton Bevan up forward.
Yeah.
Jaden Kelly's played the 5 games against Centrals this year and kicked 9 goals. Quinton Bevan, who's leading the goal kicking, 5 goals from 4 games.
There we go. We are underway here at Jubilee Oval, with Sam Sutcliffe getting the first tap over Negrello. Trying to grab it there was Jack Turner. The ball now comes out to Rowson, who gets on the left boot. Pushes Central forward here. Barnes trying to pick it up, but can't get it. Somehow gets a clean handball out to Gorka. Gorka comes inside. Nice little handball there to Duncan. Duncan goes inside 50. Drop mark there by that Central player inside 50. And it's sort of scrambled everywhere in North or away here through Mitchell. Mitchell uses that's Jake Ballwace out wide, and they are away on the Brew side wing. Tyler McGuinness in the foot race there with, that is Josh Hampton. It'll be Tyler McGuinness who just gets it before the ball goes out of play. No, I might have been lying there. The ball's going over the fence. Interesting first couple of plays there, Lockie, with a few fumbles, but overall not too bad of a start of footy.
Yeah, certainly not finals footy. There's always going to be fumbles. It's one of the things we love about it, just that extra pressure. So we get ready to go again. Ruck's looking to re-engage. Just in between the edge of the centre square and the 50 line, towards the end that North are kicking to. Duncan gets a big high up and under footy. And that's going to fall away and be picked up there. It was Sullivan trying to charge his way through, and he's going to end up with a football there. No, it's going to be a free kick going the way of North instead. So his direct opponent with the footy. As they're going to look to go inside forward 50 here. The big kick comes. Looking for a mark. A couple of flies will go. Big Bevan was in there as the crowd was crushed then. That one's going to be a free kick there going the way of Negrello for Centrals.
Central come out of it a little bit there, and he gets the handball off to Duncan. Duncan, a nice little kick over the top to the milestone man from last week, Anderson. Has the ball on the 50-metre line on the defensive. Not a whole lot of movement here from the Central play as well. Just Sullivan really leading towards it. Strong lead. Gives Ballwace the run at it, as just that wind may have held up just a little bit longer there, as Ballwace gives the hands off to Kelly. Kelly tries to boot the absolute cover off it with a torpedo, and this may make it all the way to the first score of the game, as it does, and North get first blood on the scoreboard on the Musicians Club Station sponsor scoreboard. 2 minutes into the first quarter, North a solitary point, leading Central to get a score.
Campbell will take his time and find a kick in. So Nash Mitchell chopped it off. Danger signs here. North attacking well, but Duncan was able to grab the intercepted hand pass. He turns, kicks towards the outer side, and that one is flying well and truly over and out.
It really shows that wind as well early. He's pushing it towards the Canine pocket, and Central just struggling having to go into it, but they've really got to contain the pressure here early.
It's really strange how North is setting up. They've got the breeze, which is about a 3 or 4 goal breeze, and they're playing 2 men loose behind the ball across the centre, with Scratcher Dalby being one of those.
As Nash Mitchell gets a kick away, that is coming back, and I think it may have got through. Nash Mitchell with the early one for North, a beautiful right foot check side kick from the Canteen pocket. Used the wind beautifully there, and North get first goal on the scoreboard. 3 minutes gone. The Music Club Station wants to scoreboard. North 1-1-7 leading Central. Yet to score there, and just come from the pressure from North, and maybe just a little bit of help from that win as well.
Yes, certainly. We saw Elise Dawes do it for Central in the opening term of the women's game. That was just a lovely, lovely snap that was just able to come back. Brilliant work from Nash Mitchell, the captain, leading from the front there as we get ready to go into the centre again. Plenty waiting. Grello take on his direct opponent, who's good last week, Negrello. A massive reason as to why they were playing today. That one's going to be a all up. Good tackle laid there. Stopping his direct opponent was Turner. All up again. Tap there. North get out the front of the stoppage. There's Turner. He gives a hand pass across. Mitchell again. Now inside forward 50. Kicked on goal. And I think they've got one there, and it's come through Ferguson.
Quick reply there from North as well, straight out of the middle, and beautiful there for Ferguson, kicking his 11th goal for the season now, and so North get the early ascendancy here, and as Dave mentioned earlier, North playing 2 from behind, and Central not really getting much, I suppose, not closing down the pressure at all, Dave.
No, well, they were able to get that ball out from the centre. Ferguson started at the centre bounce and run through the front half of that square there, and he's kicked it from about 50 metres. So unless somebody's going to track back with him, that's going to be probably the case for the rest of this quarter while they've got the breeze. Because you can see all the North players have really pushed back. They've only got the one across the back of the square there. So there's plenty of room for the North players to run that ball out of the centre and not run into any opposition.
As we look to go, and we are away again. Negrello gets up early. Maybe in Sutcliffe, we've got the first tap there. Negrello is back in it again, and we could be in for another ball up here again. Interesting contest here between Sam Sutcliffe and Negrello. Sam not the usual ruckman here for North, but he goes up again. Negrello gets a nice tap down with Logan Ferguson, who palms it out. North have a couple of numbers here. The ball bounces horribly there for Gebhards. He may have been, as he infringed his player in Beasley, pushes him in the back.
I like Beasley, he's a good player. That one just a little bit of a bouncer along the ground. Worked out okay. And here inside forward 50 they go. Kicked and footy bounce. No one was able to pick it up off the half volley. So to kick it goal, a little bit wayward there. And missing it totally off the boot was Barnes. He was an inclusion into this week's team.
He hasn't played for a couple of weeks, Barnes, and it looks like he just panicked a little bit when he had the opportunity to have a kick a goal. But with this breeze, Sam Wilson is playing quite deep. They're going to have trouble getting the ball to him if he continues to play as deep as they are.
As North come away now through McAuliffe, and he has it about 5 metres out from his own goal on the defensive side, pushes out to the scoreboard side of the ground, looking for Ferguson. That's a great mark as he is away and uses that left foot beautifully. Looking for McGuinness, there's a nice stretching mark there as well on centre wing on the Brewery side. Pushing back a little bit now, he's asked to play on, he takes it on straight away. Let me go inside 50. Now Keenan Ellis, who has made some good ground there and pushes away in front, gets the ball, hands off to Reese Pitt. Reese Pitt picks up one time. Nice falcon there from Dan Kennedy as well, as the ball now fumbles back out to Jones of Central. Jones may have dropped it, but no holding the ball there either. And it stacks on as well between Gilby and Reese Pitt. 2 blokes with heads as hard as cats' heads, I suppose. Hard as cats' heads.
He's backing up today, Reese Pitt, after missing a few weeks with a groin, but he was sensational Wednesday night in the under-17s.
Yeah, he was kind of the third. Of that trio there that were really impressive. All of them playing today, and that one's going to be a free kick there going the way of Central, as Jones on the outside there, able to get it inside forward 50, or near enough to, and Wilson, who's taken a mark just in between the 50 and the edge of the centre square. There is a kick, decides to go, and he's found a loose player there, loose checking from North, and they should make him pay. He's in the forward pocket. It's a good mark taken.
That's Mick Anderson there, who just snuck down forward, and no one really followed him either, and just popped like a cork in the ocean, really.
That'll be the challenge for Centrals. If they're going to feed Sam Wilson outside the 50, where's the next ball going to go? In that particular occasion, Mick Anderson's pushed forward and it was free and we'll be able to get the ball to him, but that won't be the case all day. If Sam's going to continue to mark that ball outside the 50.
And Anderson kicks a goal as well, so it's a big, big goal for Central. They're able to just close the margin up. 2-1-13 plays one straight 6. There is on the Magicians Club scoreboard.
I must say that goal was out of nowhere, Lockie, as well. We thought Sam Wilson had that ball 55-60 out and sort of thought he was going to pop to the top of the goal scorer, and then, as I said, Mick Anderson pops up out of absolutely nowhere and get Central on the board. They're lead now 7 points to the North, 8 minutes more than the Magicians Club station sponsor score.
So North have decided to play young Ryder Wilson on Sam Wilson there. It'll certainly have him for his pace. Whether or not he's able to hold him out strength-wise, he's still quite a young boy. That'll be an interesting match-up all day.
Be a good test for Ryder Wilson before he's off to Adelaide next year playing for North Adelaide, I believe it is, as the ball is up again. Jones trying to push through it, but the brick ball in Bevan, who's moved himself into the midfield, stops in there. A little bit of push and shove here between Duncan and Mitchell, but we're up again. Blake Clare can't get the tap over Nigrella. Ball gets out to Bevan. Bevan gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell kicks it along. That just hovers a little bit further. Drop mark there by Harry Campbell. The ball now comes out to Kelly. Kelly swings around. Could use his left. Decides to go with the handball. Gives out to Tawny. Tawny, an absolute tumble punt there as well. And it's marked last line of defence from Nolan there from Central.
Nolan decides to find Hanford on the opposite end to where he was playing really well last weekend. Of course, ended up with 3 goals. Decides to just take off and kicks down the line. A couple of flying out. That's an attempt from Anderson. Wasn't able to quite hang on to it. That one's going to be a ball up. And the umpire comes in to stop it. Just a stone's throw away from true centre wing, a little bit further towards the edge of the square. Towards the end in which North are kicking. Grello tried to get the tap out, wasn't able to. And the footy should arrive with Tawny as he tries to charge his way through. He does grab it, gives a hand pass off. Inside forward 50 now, snap on goal! He's done it, that's a pretty good goal. And that one's going the way of Tawny.
So Central normally play this stop-start game around their stoppages. But the last couple of stoppages, North have really matched them. They took away any strength that Grello's got there, taken the ball out the front of the stoppage, and end up with the ball going forward. In that occasion, they've kicked a goal off it.
Tawny continues his good form from Wednesday night as well after the under-17s premiership as well, and really good goal there. A nice, smart, snapping goal as well from the young fella as well. And North just increase that lead a little bit more, now to 13 points, 3-1-19 to Central 1 straight. 10 minutes gone on the Musicians Club station sponsor scoreboard.
Best on ground, young Tawny was on Wednesday night. It looked like South were going to run away with it after half time, but North, just to their credit, just battled back in and ended up getting up late, and he was a key part of that.
Good Bulldogs footy, never say die. Attitude as the ball is up at Grand McGrillo, gets some good body work, taps it to no Central player in particular, but then goes to Quinton Bevan. He receives a high contact free kick there, and he looks to give the hands off straight away, but decides to use his boot. Now, Dan Kenny's got a little bit of space in front of him, just misreads that ball. It's a good mark there by Corker, I believe that is in front there at centre half back. Now he tries to come out wide to Duncan. Duncan takes a good mark there, a little bit of pressure there from Bevan. Help each other. That's good sportsmanship as well. Like that's as he helps him back up. Duncan has the ball, true centre wing on the grandstand side here at Jubilee Oval. 11 minutes gone in the prelim final at Jubilee Oval. He plays on straight away, uses his left foot, trying to kick the ball. It may have been touched just before it goes over the line in front of the North faithful.
Last week, Quinton Bevan didn't play for North, and you can see it had a real impact on the team. They only kicked 1-4 for the day. So not only his experience around the ball, but his goal kicking is going to be a big key for today.
Ball comes back in. No one was able to win that run out of the ruck. Tap just kind of bounced past them and now collected. And here they go inside forward 50. Central's kick. Well, it was towards Wilson, who managed to grab it then off the bounce. And still they scrap away. Players coming in quickly from both teams. 2-on-2 quickly becomes a 2-on-3. And Wilson's still there fighting on hands and knees. And that one's going to be a ball up, it looks like, umpire. He's going to get that one back. So inside the forward 50. Around about 30 from goal. No real angle if someone was to grab this and just run away. Big slap over the top. Collected there. Should have been by Duncan. Still scraps away. It's going to be a free kick, and that one is going to go the way of North at half-back.
It'll be McInnes who has the ball now. He plays on. We can get out the Brew side of the wing now. Now Kelly couldn't get it. It was a nice little chop out there from Campbell. Campbell receives a little bit of a nudge Thought it might have been in the back, but the umpire says play on, and the ball is escorted over the boundary line there before anyone can get there. A little bit of push and shove, a little bit of heat out there, not just in the game, but also in the air as well. 30 degrees here at Jubilee Oval. Real, let's say, spring conditions as well. Spring has come early, almost summer as well. So we are in for, let's say, a war of attrition here today, Lockie, as well, as both sides are going to be tested, not just on the field, but also with the elements too.
Yeah, it'll certainly. I think fitness is going to come into this as well. Both teams look pretty fit at the minute. So is Turner able to just grab and burst away from the front of stoppage. Inside forward 50 is where he'll go. Wasn't quite able to be marked then. Still North scrap away as to Central. That one is going to be a ball up.
Now, the key to this for North going forward is they lost a player early in the year with Cooper Oates. He used to play across half forward and used to create these stoppages and kick the ball in that forward 50. And they've lost a little bit of that since he's been out. So it's important when that ball goes in the 50 that they can lock it in, create a stoppage, get the players up, and keep that ball in that forward half of the ground. It's not rebounding back at them.
They've replaced Cooper Oates with Bailey Shepherd down there at full forward, almost a like for like there if you're looking at it from here. As the ball is away again, and Central come away with it. That is through Beasley, who hands the ball off, but it's intercepted there by North. Kelly comes through like a battering and may have caught by an eye. Umpire agrees. North trying to take the advantage here, and they do through Kennedy. Really good smother there by Hanford. The ball comes to Tawney. Tawney again touched off the boot. Can't quite get it. I reckon the player may have gone the man there and not the football, and then Tawney will be rewarded for it. Silly football there, I thought, there from Nolan, who may have been a little bit under pressure and just saw the pressure from Tawney coming to try and get the ball and just decided to tackle him with that ball.
Yeah, he's a good kid, Tawney, and able to win a free kick then.
As Tawney's going to kick from a bit of a sharp angle. The wind probably may assist him a little bit. It's going to be pushing from left to right. Hangs it out. It's going to go to the top of the goal square here. One for the high flyers. No one comes down to the ball dribbles over 4 and minus. Score North now 3-2-20 to leading Central. One straight, 14 minutes gone on the Musician Club station that sponsors Scoreboard.
I like that move of Bailey Shepherd to full forward. He's going to cause some problems with his speed coming out. Got a great leap, good set of hands, good skills. Doesn't get enough of it for me on a wing, but coming out full forward could cause Central a lot of issues.
Kick works out okay. Anderson was a player that took the mark. He's able to just back. Guinness is a player who's standing the mark for North. He's on the 50 line, so Anderson just pumps it forward, and in the end, it's an intercept mark taken. And Jeb Hart able to start again here. Is there a kick away from being able to line up on goal? In it goes towards the pocket, bouncing footy. A big fist over. Nolan sees that one out.
Deliberate call. This is AFL style. Here we go. So North will have a shot for goal here deep in the canteen pocket. Could probably order a couple of dim sims here. Could Nash Mitchell before he has a shot for goal. As the ball was wandering into the canteen. Nice little touch to the footy for one of the spectators there. And what a great handball either from the spectator. Lucky if I say myself. Couldn't make it over the fence, but Nash Mitchell will have the ball, and all of a sudden we have 2 balls on the field. A little bit keen to try and get the ball back.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that one was deliberate there. I always thought you were allowed to punch towards the boundary line, but either way, here comes Nash Mitchell. Goal number 2 on the day. He's able to get this one through. From the boundary line, up against it. Wind will work for him, but that one's going across the face. And Smother brings the ball across the line.
As you would expect on a day like today with the breeze blowing towards the city end, these repeat entries are going to cause some dramas for Central and their energy levels trying to keep the ball and stay in the game.
Central now have the ball coming out of the back line. Give it straight back to North though through Turner. Turner overcooks the handball to Ferguson, but he's good enough to swing onto his left foot. And a nice chiselling pass there to McGuinness, and that's a beautiful inside 50 there from Logan Ferguson. One of the stars of the future, I think, as well.
Yeah, agree. I think he's a really good player.
Real class operator is Logan Ferguson. It'll be Tyler McGuinness having a shot for goal. The wind is going to be coming from right over his left shoulder as well, so it should assist him. Shouldn't deviate too much. To see if he kicks it on his right or left. I'm still not decided what foot he uses in the game here. Does Tyler McGuinness. He comes in, kicks from 48 metres, gives it a bit of a rise, going to push across the face of goal. And Josh Hanford read it perfectly. Took a nice mark, read it early, comes down with it, and Central going to get out of jail again, I suppose, with these repeat entries. I'm not sure how many inside 50s North would have had this quarter, but it would have been near on 20 at this stage. The ball was spent the majority of the time in the forward half for North. There's Hanford, a nice little kick there to Campbell. He now comes out wide, a switch kick out to, I think that is Mason Hunt's out there. He plays on straight away. Goes to Sullivan. Sullivan, a nice pick up there. Swings around onto his left foot. Has to keep going as well. Uses the hand. And Duncan probably put a little bit too much air on it. Bailey Shepherd comes away with it. Gets a nice little kick away. Not 15, play on to Keenan Ellis. Now Keenan Ellis gives off to Gebhard. Gebhard, who's only kicked the one goal so far this year, will stay at that one solitary point there for North. 3-4-22, leading Central, one straight goal. 17 minutes gone on the Midges Club station sponsor scoreboard.
Very talented player for North Young Gebhard, but I'm not sure he's got the best out of his ability this year. He certainly should be hitting the scoreboard more than he has.
So Central will bring it back in. Potentially they'll feel like they're in a good place, kicking against the wind at the minute, and that one's just probably should have been a mark and was, and it is looking like it's going to go the way of McAllister. He's able to grab it.
So plenty of players here inside 50. There'll probably be all bar about. There's 4 players not inside 50 here at Jubilee Oval as the ball is kicked in high again. Not a lot of tall timber for North as Beasley comes up with it, handballs out, the ball trickles over for another throw-in, I think that was, or a free kick. Ball up.
Yeah, this is great play by North. They're only about 3 or 4 metres out from goal and be able to create a stoppage.
Ball comes down now through Duncan. Duncan just kicks the cover off it and may have gone out of bounds on the full. And probably the one bloke you don't want to have the ball here is Jaden Kelly. He's probably going to have a shot from around 35 metres out. Wind not going to help him here either on the Breeze side of Jubilee Oval.
He'll be kicking straight into that breeze. But if anyone's going to kick it from this pocket, it'll certainly be Jaden. Similar
position to where Nash Mitchell had it, just on the opposite side of the ground.
What are the chances here, Lockie? What are you thinking?
10%. He's a good player, but I don't give him anything from here.
There we go, 10% on this kick from Jaden Kelly as he just strolls in. Now, kick is on its way. Gives it a ride, and I think it might be that 90% chance that this dribbles through for a minor score. North now 3-5-23 leading Central, one straight kick. Just about time on here in the first quarter.
So North have got a wall built across centre half forward there. They've got about 6 players just sitting there waiting for the ball to come to them, and Central just having trouble not able to get past.
Beasley was able to find his teammate there at half back as the Magpies are able to move it up the field, but that's a good intercept mark coming. And it's a great take there from Dempster. Dempster was able to give the ball across, and there's a mark as well at the top of the 50. Wilson.
So Ryder's been dragged forward by Sam Wilson, who's come down to try and give an option when they're kicking, Centrals are kicking out. And that Ryder Wilson's ended up with a mark right on the 50, dead in front, Breeze behind his back, and if someone's going to kick this, it'll be young Ryder.
Let's see, what is he able to do? So he set sail for home. That wind was helping him with the distance and not with the accuracy, and that's where he falls short there behind. Going through 3-6-24, plays one straight 6 musicians at club scoreboard.
Now, North really peppering the goals here, so they're 3 goals for 6 as Central come out of attack through Rouston. Rouston's asked to play on, goes on his left foot now, kicking towards the bar of the Jubilee Oval. A couple of players go up, and the pack has been crushed, and will go for another boundary throw-in now as we just ticked into time on here in the first quarter.
And you can see that Sam Wilson's now pushed back in about 25 metres out, just occupying the space there, trying to get that ball as it comes back in from North. But it just means there's no outlet for Centrals when they're trying to bring the ball out. So it's just going to be repeat entries.
Ball bounces along collected there. McAllister nearly ran himself into all kinds of trouble. Ball goes back inside North's forward 50. Back it should be collected. Able to just get it is Wilson. Wilson towards Hanford. Back to Wilson. And Wilson from the back. Able to find a teammate who's just inside play. It's a nice mark taken there. As Central look to get it down the ground. They're just going to play with it across half back here. Mistakes. Here's Kelly. Fends off one. Has a look at the goals. That might be the goal of the day. That's fantastic from Jaden Kelly.
Central tried to go a bit slow play there, Dave, as well, and sort of come unstuck. Just that one mistake, and almost the complete opposite of North and South last week. North making a mistake and South capitalising. North really getting on top of the Magpies here earlier. In saying that, though, that is a strong breeze as well. North 4 goals at 6-30, leading Central probably one goal, one handy goal as well, I would say, as well, into that strong breeze.
Yeah, the execution's got to be really good today with this breeze, particularly if you're going to try and come back in through the corridor. And that's what Central did. Kelly was able to pinch it, runs through the forward 50 there, and is kicking it goal 35 out and puts it straight through the middle. So that's probably hurt Central's quite a bit.
as we go at it again. Blake Clare go up against Negrello. Negrello gets a big jump over Clare and punches it down straight to Killing. He is tackled immediately by that is Sullivan. Will go at it again. Ball comes down to Bentley and Beasley rather. He comes out now to Duncan. Duncan has it in front of the North Faithful there on the grandstand side. He looks to go back inside 50. May have overkicked the kick a little bit, but Sullivan will get there to mop up as well as we go inside 50. Now for Central as well, a little bit of Harlan Globetrotters there as well, but the ball now shuffles out through McCallum. McCallum for handball over the top to Ferguson. Ferguson fumbles the ball before Sullivan can tackle. He follows up well with a nice strong tackle. Umpire says I'll have another ball up now. 22.5 minutes scored in the first quarter.
Certainly a part of the game that Logan Ferguson's really improved at this year is his tackling. If anything, Buddy said he needed something he needed to work on, it would be his tackling.
Ball out towards Hanford, and it's just going to work out okay here. Kiddes was there. So yeah, flood inside forward 50 now North. Low darting ball should be intercepted and is. Central off a kick. That one is just about marked in the field of play there by Hunt. And he's able to unload from half-back, long down the line. He might have picked out Ferguson here, and he has the juggling mark completed. Now, from the edge of the centre square, powers it back inside forward 50. The back, there is a player waiting, but it's just going to bounce away from him. He's never really in it. There was Pitt.
North go inside 50 again. Would have to be upwards of 25, 30 times they've been inside 50 this quarter. Really dominated with that strong breeze we said there. About 2 minutes left in this first quarter. We are currently 24 minutes of game time. North leading by 24 points, and Central will definitely want to try and the last 2 minutes not let a goal in. North desperately probably trying to get one, even two, even if it's the last 2 minutes. As two rucks in Clare and Negrello go head to head, taps it down at their feet. Really good rove there by the Central player. Now they're away now, but Tawny just didn't read it well. Sullivan probably read it best. He takes a mark there, plays on straight away, getting it up. Good contest here between Jones and Dempster. Jones battling 1-on-4 here. It'll come back through McAllister. McAllister tries to get a kick away and is tackled by the Central player there and is given holding the ball. Now they have it pretty much dead centre on the wing of the Brewery side here at Julio. Got numbers on in the middle if he wants to go, and he does as that ball sort of hangs in the air, goes a little bit too far as well. Foot race here between Gilby and McGuinness. It'll be McGuinness who gets it first and Gilby goes to the ground. McGuinness looks like he's just jogging at the moment. He's got ball lace as a handover if he wants it. Decides to go over the top, looking more towards Ellis, and Ellis takes a nice mark there before he is tackled. North go inside 50 again now, and there can't be long left in this first quarter, and Ellis might be lining up for a goal, about kicking from 51 metres out on it's just a bit of a sharp angle actually.
If Central are going to bring that ball back into the corridor from there, they need to make sure it's a target. It didn't do that. And here we go, handball off to Kelly.
Kelly decided to go towards the top of the 50. Maybe it was a shot. He'll say it was a pass. Didn't quite work out in the end. As Central's going to be able to repel this from their defence, and that one is going over the line.
If they called the last one deliberate out of bounds, that could have been said deliberate.
Yeah, Negrello was playing with fire. He's gotten away with it without getting burnt, but towards the outer side goes Hanford, and Hanford was tracking after it. North should bring it back inside forward 50 now. Ferguson trapped against the boundary line. Has a shot at goal! He's missed. That's the siren though.
Jaden Kelly running around. As he gets older, I think he's getting better. So him leading from the front and bringing all the juniors that North have were definitely the standouts that first quarter.
So you're listening to two Dry FM's coverage here, the preliminary final, as the second quarter is just about to get underway with myself, Tobias Hack. Looking forward to hear from Dave Bierman and Paige Guy as well through the coverage. Now, as we look out at the Jubilee Oval, bathed in sunshine as well, just waiting for one spectator to slowly make his way off the oval as well. But North have gone one loose in the back line already, with Shane Dalby heading back at level head as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting that spectators in no real rush, willing to just let us all wait.
Might have to get off a little bit earlier for the next quarter as well.
Players might have to warm up again. Taking that long to get off. No, it should be interesting. This rough battle here is going to be massive. They've got to get on top there, Central. Same way North are able to with the wind. The ball goes up. So dead heat in the ruck. And works towards Duncan. Turner was there. It's a good tackle. Stop Negrello.
Scoreboard pressure is a big thing in the game, and North have really piled it on. It's going to apply some pressure here to Central. Central need to score early.
Central going one extra on the ball here as well, leaving Shane Dowie loose in the back line as Duncan tries to push his way through, handballs it out. again, and the ball comes out. May have just cooked it a little bit for that. Is 6 runs all over the fence as well. I think they hit the media box in the ground manager's office there, and North will get first use of it. Yeah, first clean possession in the second quarter. It'll be McAllister who brings the ball back in, and they finally receive it back as well.
It'll be interesting to see what North do, what their tactics are going to be, if they're going to kick it or try and run it in this quarter against this strong breeze. Try and protect that lead as much as they can.
McAllister surveys his option, has to go long now, a real knuckleball kind of kick, and Turner can't get there as well. But Jones from Central picks it up, feigns one tackle, goes through Duncan and gives it off again to his brother, I believe that is as well. They're both combining there, and the ball goes over the line right in front of the Central bench here for another throw-in.
Wellington's a big fan of both of those boys on ball. I said it last week, and it worked dividends. It worked dividends in the elimination final. It'll be interesting to see whether or not it works here. This ball comes back in. Grello, Kelly, he's wrapped up, and they might be able to get it out here. Central, Duncan's there again. Got the hand pass off towards Sullivan. That one is ridden into the dirt. The umpire says that one might have been in the back. Ferguson throws his arms out in disgust, but I don't think he's changed the umpire's mind. That one looked pretty cut and clean. As Duncan, from just outside 50, looks to load up, sends it towards his leading forward, and it is with Wilson, but ball punched away at the last second. Hits the deck, and the 3 North defenders should win out there.
Kelly gets it out to Turner, coming out of the rebound 50 there. Turner comes around, looking up the grandstand side. It's Sam Sutcliffe all by himself there between the 4 Central players, and just takes a nice mark. Acres of space here. There's too much space. He has to kick it into absolutely no one. Quinton Bevan makes a really good lead, but Riley James puts a good fist in there. The ball just dribbles it out. No one can gain any advantage here. Right in the centre of Jubilee Oval here for another ball up. With this side of the oval may be pretty congested all day with a strong breeze, just pushing the ball. Sort of not going from the cannon pocket, more towards the grandstand now. We'll have another throw in. Big battle here between Negrello and Sutcliffe. No one really coming out on top either, with both getting some good taps as well, as they're going to go head to head as well. Kelly's worked up from loose in the back lines there, is now coming up to meet the ball now as well, as both rucks go at it. No one even gets a fist on it there, so that's another draw for the ruck there, and they'll do it all again. Lockie has have a ball up mere millimetres away from that throw in.
Yeah.
North will be really happy with this. Central are getting nothing out of these stoppages, not getting first use of the ball, and we're just getting repeat stoppages.
Ball now rolling and in the air for a little bit. It's going to be hand pass back in. As here comes Central down this near side wing. It's a long high ball from Duncan. Left it for the defender there, and it was almost like he was a receiver in the NFL there. Easy catch in the end taken by Dalby as Dalby looks to go across the ground. Might be able to find a teammate here in Gebhardt who's trapped it. He looks inside, and the kick there almost worked out, but danger signs as Ralston hit the pack. And again, a little hand pass off. Ralston gets it back towards Jones, trying to twist, trying to turn, ran himself into trouble, and that one's going to be holding the ball. And North look to be away here. They've just taken the advantage.
Through Kennedy. Kennedy, a horrible kick there looking for Kelly, but it ends up finding Duncan instead. Kelly does well to bring the ball to ground. Palms off, may have been higher. The umpire says yes, it was. A bit of a late call, but it was there, a high fend off from Kelly. The ball will go now to Ralston, I think that is, who have the ball just on the central side of the centre wing. Now he kicks it up and under. This is going to have snow on it, but the umpire says, no, bring it back. As the ball dribbles all the way through, no score. Not sure what happened there, Lovey. I thought that everything was all good to go, but maybe the wrong person is getting the free kick. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go instead to one of his teammates. But that was a big ball.
That was a thumping kick as well. That's gone all the way through for a behind from. Well, I'm going to say 85 metres. Yeah, so definitely that wind is proving a factor here today. It's still not underway. We've lost a little time here.
Was it Malcolm Blight in the 90s that hit that big torpedo for?
Would have been the
70s, actually. Showing your age there, Robbie.
I might have been there. I took a risk.
It's Emerson who tries to recreate that as well. Gives Wilson a good run at it. He comes down with it. That is touched by about 14 different people, but he tried to claim the mark anyway, but it's fair play. And we'll have another ball up about 35 metres out. Umpire Matt to waste no time as well, with the two Wilsons going head to head in the ruck, and Central may just get the clearance here. It is through Negrello. Negrello throws it on the boot with a bit of a check side kick. It's fading. No mark there, and the ball goes through for a minor score. Central 1-1 7, trailing North by 25 points, 4-8-32, 5 minutes gone on the Musicians Club station sponsor scoreboard.
Central actually named Josh Hanford at centre forward after his heroics last week, and I thought they may have rolled the dice and pushed him forward when they had the breeze, but he's still sitting across half back, picking up Tyler McGuinness.
Well, now towards, looks like North were working their way through. That one's going to be out of bounds on the full, so that's coming back the other way. It's going to be with Jones. Now, Jones announced in the week he's leaving. He's out, going back to Mildura. And he decides in what could be his second to last game or even his final game for Centrals that he was having a ping at goal. Fortunately, they're not the fairy tale finish.
Interesting timing, I thought, as well, to announce that you're leaving the club the week leading up to a prelim final. But I suppose things moved in. They were pretty excited to say, and they'd want his services as well. And why wouldn't they? He's been an absolute star, not just for Central, but also for North as well. Wethurst and Ferris, only a couple of years ago, as North come out of the back line through McAllister, and he has it on the opposite wing to the canteen now. They're looking to move it up to the Brewery side. Tries to find a target for North, but his central opponent now got in front. We'll have another ball up now, right under the light tower on the Brewery side, town end.
You can see North here, every time they get the ball in that back 50, that they're looking to switch the play first up. The second kick's not coming off, but they're looking to move it and get it out the other side and move the big bodies of Central around the field.
Ball goes up and under. And it's a big fist from Dalby, but able to get it towards Jones. Then we were just talking about. He's pushed off the footy though, and North emerged from half back. Kick into the centre of the ground, bouncing ball, should be collected and is well done there, able to just work his way through his pit towards McInnes. McInnes still trying to work it forward, but the Central defenders come back and they should be able to work it out. They don't, ball spills towards Pitt then has to go backwards, and they look to go inside. Turner gets himself involved as well.
Turner goes inside 50, looking for Bevan here. Bevan gets a little bit of separation from Jennings, read the ball really well, goes to the handball, back to McGuinness. It's a horrible bounce, but he does well to get on the end of it. Kick is on its way, goes across the face of goal. Probably one that went missing there for North. It would have been very handy to get one against the breeze there.
That had been a very handy goal for North just then. I think they've just given that one away, and that really would have made things really difficult for Centrals for the rest of this quarter.
Bevan almost too unselfish there. Could have won his own there. He is the leading goalkeeper for North for that reason as well. But North now 4-9, 33 leading Central 1-1, 7.5 minutes in the second quarter. As Central come out of play, kick it really long out towards the Newmarket pocket. It's punched over the boundary line there for another throw in. 7.5, nearly 8 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Yeah.
This is really Central's game, this stop-start, stoppages, etc. But North seem to be happy to play this out under these conditions with the wind and breeze, etc., and nullify anything Centrals are trying to do.
Ball again back in dispute, able to be picked up there. Anderson was able to find a running man off half back, and now they go long and high. And what was a good effort there from Campbell, but he fell away in the end. And that one is going to be a good tackle, and the umpire says we'll have that one back.
We can see all over the ground that North are setting up with free players behind the ball, and Central players need to come up and pick them up, because otherwise the ball's just going to keep coming back at them.
Kelly gives the handball off to Presler. Presler goes inside 50. That's well read there by Jennings over the top of Bevan. That could be an interesting contest we'll have to look at all day, as Jennings tries now to go out to the player in Beasley, who can't mark a big punch there from the North player. Bevan gets on the end of it. Sharp handball out to McAuliffe. McAuliffe tries to go inside to Presler, but can't quite get there. Duncan comes in, a nice little dump kick out to the wing, and Negrelo's all by himself. Hopefully gets a nice kind bounce, and he doesn't. It goes to his coach, Greg Wellington, instead on the boundary line for yet another throw in now, right in front of the Central bench here. It's 9 minutes gone in this second quarter. North leading by 26 points at Jubilee Oval here. In the prelim finals fever, 30 degrees here at Jubilee Oval.
Yeah, it certainly wouldn't look out of place on a day that we were playing cricket, but here we are playing footy in the 30-degree sun. Towards Ferguson, and that one's going to be wrapped up. Umpire says we'll have that one back. Up we go again. Players collide. Should work its way towards the back. Good tackle. And Ferguson launched on his opponent.
There just doesn't seem to be any structure around these stoppages for Centrals. They're sort of winning the taps, not sure where they're going to go with it. It's making the job for North very easy.
True centre wing almost, as that one's going to go over the boundary line, and umpire says we'll throw that one back in.
Very interesting here from, I suppose, from both clubs as well, defensively. No goals scored in this second quarter here with that strong breeze sort of pushing towards the canteen grandstand. 10 minutes gone in the second quarter as well. So the next goal is going to be all goals are important here in finals, but the next one's going to be uber important as well, as the ball is up again between Clare and Negrello, and both of them just let it bounce as well. The ball comes out to Sullivan. Sullivan somehow gets a kick away between a pack of players. Wilson tries to fly, but he is quelled there by Ryder Wilson's ball. Ball now comes down now to Will Campbell. Snaps on his left foot across the face of goal. A minus score to Central 1-2-8. Australian North 4-9-33. 10.5 minutes gone in the second quarter on the Midges Club Station sponsor scoreboard.
Now, what Central really need to make sure they do here now is keep that ball in that forward 50 and try and get some repeat entries, apply some pressure to North. They haven't been able to do that so far this quarter, but let's see if they can do it here now.
Ball now should come out. It's a long, high footy towards Tawny. He's going to fly for it, but that one ends up going over the boundary line instead. It was a big ball for kicking into the wind. Got about 50 metres from the kick out there. As we get set to go again, there's a margin there, just 25 points. Ball comes back in. Might work out here. Trying to work his way through, unable to do that there. Was the player in? That was the player in Barnes. So we get thrown back to the umpire instead for a ball up. Oh yeah, grab, turn, snapped and just kind of out of the package there from North. Worked out okay there for Kelly. Kelly towards Pitt, and then that's a good tackle and over the boundary line the ball falls.
Plenty of players around this contest as well. North with just Keenan Nellis not even sitting inside the forward 50 either. So Keenan Nellis down North in the forward half as well. They've pushed a lot of players here. Shane Dowby still loose down in the back line as well. Jake Borlack's making his way down there as well. So North really on the defensive here. Trying to hold up against a strong breeze. The ball comes in now through Blake Clare. He's thrown out by Negrello as well. Ball comes to Palo Shepherd. He gets tackled immediately there by Luke Barnes. And we'll have another ball up right on the paint here at the 50-metre line. 45-degree angle in the canteen. Offenses up again. Negrello makes his way forward, but Reese Pitt and sharks it. Blake Clare tries his best volleyball impersonation, but misses it completely and may have copped a high tackle as well. North get out of trouble again here. 12 minutes gone in the second quarter. No goals yet in the second quarter.
It's Clare with the ball from the defensive 50. And a couple of options. The one he picked out was Tawny, and he was about 15 metres away. He takes off. No one decided to go and man his mark. So down the line they go. Bouncing ball. Hanford's after it. He's able to grab it there. He's wrapped up immediately by his opposite number in Kelly. And that one is going to be a ball up.
Central's aren't a big running side. They're not a team that handballs and throws it around. But even when they're getting their hands on the ball at this particular point in time, North are just creating a stoppage and getting numbers around the ball.
Jennings and Kelly going up in the ruck. Tawny comes down and somehow gets a handle at Kelly. Kelly little underground one as well to Turner. They go inside 50 now. Let's see who comes up with it here. Good punch there from Keenan Ellis. Push forward, but almost using defensive mindset there. Keenan's come up with it. Handball now to Pitt. There's Reese. Reese gets rid of it, then tackled. Play on, says the umpire as well. And Central maybe away here through Gorka. Thought he played on, but the umpire says no, he didn't take enough steps there. Central coming out, rebounding now. Now it's Beasley it is, who takes a mark right on the edge of the centre square. He looks to go long, kicks the absolute cover off it. Jones may get a bit of a run at it. Dowby tries to push over and give a bit of support to Ryder Wilson, tries to stop Sam Wilson, but it is Luke Jones who gets there first. Stop start here, and he gives the hands off now to Campbell. Campbell goes inside 50, looking long, right through for a goal. Fantastic goal there by Will Campbell. Exactly what Central needed. It's taken 14 minutes to get the first goal here in the second quarter. Central closed that gap now to 19 points. North 4-9-33 to Central 2-2-14 on the Midges Club Station sponsor scoreboard.
Yeah, not a big goal kicker is young Will, but he got 2 against North in the first round, and they're going to have to find some goals from somewhere else because North aren't giving Sam Wilson any room, so they're going to have to pop up and get it from somewhere else. So we may well see Josh come forward later on, or Bentley spend a bit of time down in the forward line. But somewhere, somehow, Central are going to have to start to find other avenues to goal. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long game for them. They're not going to get back in it.
He hit that flush, didn't he, Campbell?
Absolutely, he did. I thought there was no hope, but it just sailed through. Beautiful there from Campbell as we are underway again.
Ball now emerges. Sullivan tried to just get a little toe poke forward, and he did. At the back, Mitchell, high up and under from him, and that one's going to end up. There might be a little bit of a free kick going on here, but plays continued for the moment. There is a player that's down. It looks like that player was Barnes.
So Centrals have decided to push the player forward to just occupy Scratcher Dalby now. So he
It was nearly a mark to Wilson. Wasn't quite able to, though, as they emerged with the football to Centrals and at the back. They were just there. Last line of defence, North defending. Jones, ball worked out for his teammate. Now they go back towards Duncan, and Duncan's taken a mark about 40 metres out on a very slight angle.
Very smart kick as well to come back, not always looking to go forward as well. Interesting here for Duncan. There's Aaron Duncan who's going to be lining up. Thank you to Aaron Duncan as well. Beautifully positioned here for the commentary team. We are right behind him. We should have a good view of his goal here. It's probably much needed for Central to try and close the gap now to 13 points. 16 minutes nearly gone in this second quarter as Duncan makes his way in now. Kicks on its way. Looks like it might be sailing. Touch on the line, maybe. Yes, touch on the line. Good work there from the big men of the North defenders now. Central 2-3-15. Trading North rather. 4-9-33 as timekeeper's having all sorts of trouble here up in the commentary box. There's buzzers going off everywhere.
Yeah, I was just thinking we were a little bit early. It's happened again. Oh no.
Time of 3.
As from the back goes Dalby. Dalby out towards, well, the leading player that was McInnes. He wasn't able to take it, and then Mitchell. It's a little snap, rolls through the legs of Ferguson. Might favour here Centrals. They try and go charging through. They're unable to do that. Chasing back after it here. North, they link up through hands in the centre of the ground. Little hand pass given across towards Sutcliffe, and then Sutcliffe released a footy. That's a good mark that was just juggled. Missed at the last opportunity. And they should be able to pick it up here. Centrals a long bit of a bump after he kicked it. Umpire called play on though.
Yes, I'm not sure. A bit of jeers there from the North crowd as the North come away through. Kelly gives it off to McInnes. Going straight back to the man that was tucked after he kicked it. Gilby, who dropped what he probably should have taken. His tackle that was probably holding the ball, I think. Jeers from the North crowd are up again. It was Sutcliffe who comes away with it. He now kicks inside 50. Oh, interesting there from Campbell using the toe poke there. There's been a lot of trouble there. He's tackled by Bevan. Going to have a ball up about 40 metres out in the Newmarket pocket here at Jubilee Oval. 17 minutes gone in the first half. And wait to see if what team comes away with this ball now. If North get a goal here, it would be the turning point of the game.
Absolutely. We're looking at the turning point. Central, they've got other ideas. They decide to get it out of there. Ball went over the head of McInnes. He was expecting a player to be there. No one was. So, again, the ball's still on the deck. Able to be picked up eventually here. North win out. They turn and go inside. Bouncing ball. McInnes picked it up. Just trying to twist and work his way out of trouble. He was eventually tackled. Dalby now with the ball. And Negrello got him. And the umpire said that one's going to be holding the ball. They were working themselves into trouble. They really just needed to get it out of there, and there were no options available to them. So Negrello decides to send it inside forward 50. He's got Wilson! And he just missed out there. That one's going to be cleared. Oh, no, it's not, because it's coming back the other way with Duncan, and Duncan's kick towards goal! Just the wrong side.
Really peppering the goals here now. Central starting to get a lot of inside 50s as well. But just like North in that first quarter, they probably would be wanting to flip that scoreboard now. Central 2-4-16 trading the North. 4-9-33 as McAllister just ambles his way out of the defensive 50. Kicks it long. No one really read it best. A nice juggling mark between the two South players. A big Gawker who comes up with it. He goes on his left foot, puts North back inside 50. Dempster and Jones go head to head. That's a strong mark by Luke Jones as well. And a very good defender in Matt Dempster too. And this could be, I know we spoke about turning points before, this could be a turning point here for Central. If they can kick a goal almost time on in the second quarter, just to close that gap to 11 points, get another one quickly, it could be a really interesting second half football.
Yeah, they're fighting hard, aren't they?
Yeah, the young Jones, a very smart footballer, very strong one-on-one, and you certainly don't want to find yourself in that position with him. But normally has a pretty good kick at goal, but I'm not going to put the mockers on him by saying that now. So
Jones comes in, kicks, and finishes. There's a nice little farewell gift. And Jones gets one. They desperately needed that.
Second goal.
Massive fist pump from there from Jones. Means a lot. That goal Central now. Just close that gap to 11 points now, and just about time on here in the first half. Beautiful game here at Jubilee Oval. We're listening to 2 Dry FM's coverage of the prelim final between North and Central. North leading by 11 points. Winner of this game goes on to take on South next week. Back here at Jubilee Oval, and looking at the long-range forecast, beautiful conditions for next weekend's grand final. 19 degrees, not a breath of wind either. So hopefully we're in for a cracking game. Whatever team gets through today's prelim final.
I've only been in town for a month, and I tell you what, it has been windy every day I've been here.
Don't get it windy. A show whether you'll find Lockie against the ball is up again, and that is Sam. About a mental blank here. That is Sam Sutcliffe got a nice tap down, but then also there was a free kick. Infringed, the ball goes down, and it's McAuliffe who comes away with it, and he rebounds it back down Looking for Sucker, puts a little bit of body on, but may have pushed his opponent out. He was out the full anyway, and Central will have it right in front of the North bench here. We've just ticked on a time on here in the first half, and it'll be Braden Beasley who has the ball to push Central back inside 50s. He's looking for Barnes and somehow gets over the top of it. Barnes plays on straight away, and he looks to go wide, looking for Sam Wilson, who does take a strong mark in front of Ryder Wilson. He's at the intersection of the 50 and the boundary, so this could take a really good effort from Sam to get this through.
Yeah, he's again in the canteen, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
You'd be very happy if you were North if Sam Wilson's going to take marks in this part of the ground all day. You know.
North doing very well to push him wide as well, and really using that win. This is going to take everything from Sam Wilson, but he's saying his kick is on the way, and he has almost pulled off an unbelievable goal, hitting the top of the goalpost.
Sensational kicker of the football he is, but didn't score a goal last week. Be very keen to try and impose himself on this game and contribute something back, because when he doesn't fire, they generally don't win.
Well, I saw him kick an absolute miracle goal at Alma Oval in round 15. Kicked the absolute leather off of it and was in from a very similar position from there. But they're about to look and go back inside here. Central. And they're aiming for the big ruckman in Negrello, but that one has bounced over the line harmlessly. So it's going to be a behind, and the margin closes to 9.
Now, looking at this quarter so far, North just a solitary point, Central kicking 2 goals, 6, so definitely peppering that scoreboard now as well. They would have liked to have flipped that scoreboard, but win causing all sorts of chaos here as Nash Mitchell brings the ball back in for North. We can kick up to a contest. Good leap there from the Central player, but North come away with it through Ferguson. He is a strong tackle as well. And we'll have another ball up about 55 metres out on the Brewery side.
So generally the Brewery side is the defensive side of the ground, but the way the Breeze is going today, that's actually the attacking side for Central. So I'd certainly be looking to try and bring the ball the other way.
Kelly does his best to get it forward with the ball and then tumbles his way to Duncan, and he's tackled by Kelly as well. We'll have yet another ball up, 22 and a half minutes gone in the second quarter.
Ball now, flung into the air as we're going to have another ball up again.
5 minutes.
A couple of tired bodies out there at the moment. Been 22 and a half minutes of hot conditions and windy, so they're going to be pushing through the pain barrier at the moment.
Absolutely. Who's mentally strong enough as well? It's the 25 of Duncan. Finds the next numerical number, and that one is going to be a ball that just kind of bounces harmlessly. Good tackle there. The umpire says we'll have a ball up.
And this is exactly what Central need to do. Get that ball in that forward 50, create the stoppage, get numbers around and try and take advantage on the scoreboard.
Drop again, Claire and Negrello. Negrello comes down with it, pushes his way through, and he has kicked a wonderful goal, a much-needed goal for Central. They now close the gap down to 3 points here. We are in for a cracking preliminary final here, I think, if this is the way this game is going. North leading 4-9-33 to Central 4-6-30. 23 minutes gone on the BHAFL Station sponsor scoreboard, and Negrello gets his 7th goal of the year and a much-needed one as well. Just pushed Claire under the ball, sort of spun around, kicked it over his left shoulder, straight through the middle. And very, very happy is the Central bench as well. And they would definitely want probably one more. With not long left, I would say 4 minutes, I've been told. But also still plenty of game time left here, Lockie, as well.
So North have brought Scratcher Dalby into the ruck now. I thought he'd been doing a pretty good job sitting back there in that hole. They've pushed Blake Clare back to sit there in that hole, obviously trying to give him a bit of a rest, get ready for the second half.
Ball goes up again. It's grabbed out the ruck, and they just able to just fire it forward. It came off Nolan's boot, and a bouncing footy inside forward 50 now for Central. Collected there, turning quickly. It's going to end up okay here. Snap on goal, and that is just kind of missed. It's a bit of a rush kick there from Curtis, and it came from Campbell.
So sometimes it's very good to have a lot of experience in a particular part of the ground, and North have that at the moment. The issue they're going to have is when the ball hits the ground, they've got no smalls to crumb and take the ball away, the bigger, older bodies. So they just need to watch out for that and what time's left in this quarter.
Kick up the line and intercepted again. Duncan. That wind's really holding the ball up when they try and use their exit kick North. As Duncan turns. Bit of a penetrating ball, trying to find Negrello, bounce through his hands. North live to fight another day. That one's going to be a free kick, and it looks like they're going to be able to retrieve.
Just let him out of jail then.
The pressure was right on. A lead of only 3 points, and in the end, they're going to get away with it here.
Ball starts to play on straight away, and I think we might be having another downfield free kick. Central trying to turn the pressure gauge up. It may have just been just overstepping it a little bit, but Nash Mitchell now has it right in front of the bar here at Jubilee Oval. Just to play on a wall of players here on centre wing. It'll be Campbell who comes away with a nice strong mark. That is Harry Campbell here right on centre wing, the grandstand side. He plays on, puts it straight back. Nash Mitchell might try and push back, but it is McAllister who gets back. Oh, he doesn't have a left foot. He just tumbles one to Duncan. Duncan, nice little hand off to Gorka. Gorka gives it back now to Kimball. Kimball kicks it long, straight through the middle, and Central have hit the front here in the preliminary final. Nearly 26 minutes gone in this second quarter. Live 6:36 leading North, 4:9:33 Central using the wind to perfection here. I would say in this quarter, I would say probably in the last 10 minutes, they've really made a good game in this day.
Yeah, no, North seem to have stopped a little bit, and that's allowed Central to play those or have those repeat entries. That was a quality finish, 35 metres outside of the right foot. Obviously doesn't have a left foot, but he finished it well, and they've now got a roll and have suddenly taken the lead, first time in the game. 10 minutes ago certainly didn't look like that was possible in this quarter.
Yeah, 10 minutes ago, would have said North leading probably about 2 or 3 goals going into half time, essentially, to flip the story.
He's got to go and get after it now, North. They'll be pretty desperate to hear half time and be able to kick with the wind again. But back in the centre we go. Nolan doing the rocking. He's able to just tap it down. No one was there for him, though. Instead, Kelly might emerge with the football. He goes back in and tries to win it again, and he does now. There's one hanging off of him as he gets the ball inside forward 50, but only just. McInnes trying to twist and turn. Kimball came to tackle him. Still, it's now with Ferguson. Ferguson looking for a lead. Kicks it back in, and it's a good mark taken. Able to just welcome the ball onto his chest. Absolutely fantastic grab there. And is the player, the leading goal kicker all year for North in Quinton Bevan.
Good there from Logan Ferguson. Bevan was sort of leading away from me. Just a little hand signal so to come at me, and especially in that strong bread, it's a fantastic kick there from Logan Ferguson. Quinton Bevan now lines up on a slight angle. Put North back in front here, and a very much needed goal. Just kick the solitary point here in this second quarter. Kick is on its way, and it just slides to the wrong side of the post here. North now 4 goals 10-34. Trailing Central 5-6, 36, 27.5 minutes gone. 2 points is the margin in favour of Central in this preliminary final here on 2 Dry FM's coverage at Jubilee Oval.
You can see in the first quarter, in this situation, when Central were restarting with a kick out, North had really pushed all the way up. Now they're sitting quite a long way back.
Ball now should be able to get out through. Well, it's just a contest, really. No one able to win it out there on the wing. Still they fight. Duncan, little toe poke forward, bouncing ball. Should be collected. Fired back there. Well done, ball ace. Ferguson again ran out of room though. And he's a very good distributor of the football, Ferguson. That last kick proves it. Very, very good link-up player. Not afraid to get on the scoreboard and end up with a goal as well as we look to get ready to go again. Just 2 points.
Central is certainly looking energised now, as you would expect after kicking a few goals.
And the ball comes back into play. No one really getting ahead of it. Central may have gained a bit of it, and Barnes comes away. Gets the hands off now to Kimball, the last one that kicked the goal as well. Now he puts it back inside 50. Good contest there. Good body work by Ryder Wilson, just edging Sam Wilson out. The foot race is on. Sam Wilson has Blake Clare covered for all money here in the Central. Make it all the way down in a matter of seconds there to get it for another minus score. Now 5-7, the margin now 7 points. This quickly comes back out through Ball Ace. Ball Ace now comes up to Ferguson, and they have it in the Kenny. So Kenny flank right in front of the Central crowd. North now slowing things down a little bit as Ferguson chips back to Ball Ace. Just loses a little bit of territory here. Ball Ace switches over now to Dempster. Dempster could use Ryder Wilson if he wants to and does. That hung in the air for an absolute age, that ball as well, and Ryder Wilson takes a strong mark.
Yeah, he does. Looking the goods is Wilson. Once they have found one there. I believe you said he's off to Adelaide at the end of the year. Kick goes up the line. And the interception is coming now. So, Central trying to get themselves back inside forward 50. Mark just a stone's throw away now as they go back in. There's the siren. And it nearly ended in the hands of Samuel Wilson, but not quite there. 4:10:34 plays 5:7:37.
With North, I said at quarter time, Jaden Kelly, once again, is a standout. But for Central, they had a couple of players that really stepped up. The Duncan boys definitely stepped up that quarter, and Lukey Jones definitely turn that level up just a little bit more to get Central back in the game and leading.
Some players, plenty of players from both sides have been, I would say, fairly quiet, but I'm sure if Negrello can get going for Central and almost Bevan can get going for North. Nash Mitchell's been quite quiet as well, but North we see a very entertaining second half as we are pretty much underway here as umpire Matten throws the ball in the air, and it'll be Negrello who gets the first punch. Someone who just got there before Kelly tries to punch it away. We're going to have another ball up here, so this Sutcliffe and Negrello contest is going to be very interesting. And Negrello just trying to guard his space there as well. He taps it down, but it's sharked there by Kelly. Ball is smothered as it gets away, and North go in just about inside 50 for the first time today. Mitchell fumbles the ball a little bit, but manages to turn the burners on now, and he is away, sends North inside 50. Kick is on its way towards goal, sailing through for a minor score there at the opening point of the second half. North now 4 goals, 11. Hope this doesn't come back to bite them now. 4-11-35, trailing Central 5-7-37. There's 40 seconds gone in the second half rather.
So Central's looking to bring it back out. And they do it right. Beasley was the intended target. He's able to slap it towards a teammate. So go back towards Beasley. That was no one there. Mitchell, he's applying the pressure. And they just go high, up, and over the boundary line. That's ended up with the spectator having a disposal. And that one's going to come back in for North as they've got the wind at their back again. Tawney. I know we've said it already, but how good he was on Wednesday night cannot be overstated. His inside forward 50 is where it goes, and he's picked out Duncan there just as I was giving him the big up. Unfortunately, he's turned the footy over, and Duncan will go to Duncan, and they should get out of Drummond out.
A couple of Duncans there combining as they have the ball now. He probably could have given it back to his brother as well. He now goes short, tight on the boundary line there. Umpire says play on. Not 15. Central retreated all the way back to almost the goal line now through Campbell, and he has a short option now in Hanford, but he overcooks the kick into the wind and kicks straight down. Probably the one person you don't want to kick it to in Jaden Kelly's throw, directly in front, 25 metres out, and this could be very interesting times for the Central now, with Jaden Kelly having this shot now to put North back in front for the first time in about, I think it's about the 23rd minute mark of that second quarter. I think Central to the lead as Jaden Kelly is on its way. Here is the part of the mark just showing him the wind is just pushing across. Kick is on its way. We'll keep look at Jaden Kelly, puts his hands on his head and goes through for another minus score. North 4 goals 12. Page definitely not competing here from North today.
No, it could definitely hurt him at the end of the game, but it's that Central are pushing him out wide. That was almost right in front for Jaden Kelly, but Central are pushing him wide, so it is making the opportunities a little bit more difficult.
Bringing it back into play again. Here come the Magpies looking to swoop. They do now just go straight towards a pack that's forming. There's about 5 or 6 players for each team around this footy, and I think that is a fantastic grab from Campbell. Looking like a slip playing for Australia, able to just dive and take that one. And a kick down the line into the centre of the ground. Almost Kelly, great grab. Comes in over the top and able to just win the footy. So he now looks to go back inside. Drilling ball. Chopped off. Beasley tried to paddle it to himself. Ran into a brick wall. Now they're turning and twisting and trying to get it inside forward 50 and North. Bit of a... almost looked like he was legged there, but play on's the call. Now towards Kelly again is where the footy's going. Pack emerges and they should get away with it here, Central.
Just about as he can come away through it through Duncan. Quick kick away on his left foot. Jones stands under his good pressure there from Sutcliffe. Comes in early. Sutcliffe tries to push off Barnes. Unable to do. Barnes held on just enough. I don't know if Sullivan's going to help with the kick here. I don't know if he was actually involved in there, but other than that, he gives the hands off to Jones. Jones kicks it long. Ferguson had to sit under it for an age. He is now away, streaming through the middle of Jubilee Oval. Kennedy comes over to provide support with a nice little shepherd there. There's 4 bounces now for Ferguson. Keep going as he goes inside 50 now, looking for the smallest man on the field. Reese Peter goes past him and may just get out of bounds, and it does. Just goes in front of the Central player now to Norfolk Corner, almost a length of the field in 15 seconds now. As we are 4 minutes into this third quarter. They do call it the premiership quarter, Lockie. It's for good reasons now as North can... I'm sure they want about a 4 or 5 goal lead going to 3-quarter time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's They want to put it almost to the point where they can't catch them back up even with the wind. And 4 or 5 goals may just do that. The ball was really shallow then from the throw-in. That was the wind playing havoc again.
North is setting up really well behind the play. You just got Jaden Kelly sitting out here. Just beyond the 50, probably will kick. If Central get this clearance, they'll kick it down his throat, and he'll be another entrance for North.
Ball comes back in. Slapped away, and it's going to be collected here by Ferguson. Trapped on the boundary line. Decides to have a ping at goal, and hits the post.
He liked that early as well. He had the fist up straight away as he kicked it. But fantastic. We keep saying fantastic player Logan Ferguson. Probably deserved that goal.
Yeah, real superstar indeed. As the footy does come back out now.
We've got a ring-a-ding-ding here at Jubilee Oval. Scores are tied. 4-13-37 to Central 5-7-37 as they come out now. And real slow play here. It comes out to the player in Nolan, who has it in the canteen pocket. 2 Central players asked for it, Beasley and Duncan. They could have raffled it. It comes up, a nice kick off the ground there from Beasley. Reese Pitt stands underneath it, punched there by Anderson. Comes down to Shepherd. McAuliffe comes up with a strong tackle there. And we'll have another ball up right in the corner of the centre square here at Jubilee Oval. Nearly 6 minutes gone in the third quarter. We got Sutcliffe going up against, I thought, almost no one, but Central finally worked out that Anderson will go in the ruck. It'll be Sutcliffe who pops over the top to Pitt. Pitt caught one along the chops there, and he'll get a free kick for it as well. As not really letting him up here at this stage. There's a bit of a, I think it was a free. I thought I saw the free kick being paid. I'm not sure what's happened.
50
Pay 50 here.
Not sure what the 50-metre penalty is paid here, but we're going to have to go for it. And be Reese Pitt having a shot from, you would say, 10 metres out, Lockie.
Yeah, he's just going to keep marching his way forward. Played 25 games this year, of course. Has played seniors and junior footy. So plenty of work's gone into him, but I'm sure he's going to be able to kick this one through.
45-degree angle for Reese Pitt as he comes in to give North the lead back. No matter what score he does, kick is on its way straight through the middle for Reese Pitt. That is the 7th goal for the year and North's first goal since that first quarter as well. They now extend the lead to 6 points, 5-13, 43, leading Central 5-7-37. 7 minutes gone on the Visions Club Station sponsor scoreboard.
Yeah, excellent effort, and they will definitely take that one there, North. They're back in front, which is what they needed, as they lead this one 43-37.
Take them when you get them those free kicks. Well, I didn't see what happened. I don't know if you saw anything.
No, I just seen the hands being moved forward and the 50-metre penalty being paid, so I have no idea what that was for.
And neither did I. That's why I wisely chose to drive right around it.
The ball makes its way back to the centre. Umpire Chapman's going to throw the ball up and be clear. And Negrillo back at it. Negrillo tries to punch the ball down. Can't quite get it clear. Looks like he may have got a bit of a stinger there as well. Limping as he comes away with Central, getting a free kick there through Sullivan. Sullivan with the cricket style zinc cream on today as well, much needed. Sullivan kicks out to really no Central player whatsoever, but McAllister. A heavy tackle there from Barnes. Could have been holding the ball, but the umpire says no try. It'll be a ball up right in front of the North Faithful here. 8 minutes gone in the third quarter.
Oh, that's come out. That's collected there by Rouston as Rouston just gets it up and under. Bouncing ball. Collected there, trying to get it back inside as Claire just turns, gets it up the line. Big fist, and that one's going to come over the boundary line. And it's basically true centre wing there, maybe a little bit of a tad towards the left-hand side of the ground. So get ready to go again. Been a fun game of footy, this one. It's only a 6-point ball game. Umpire tosses it back in over the top of his head. And it was a good ruck tap there by Negrello, and North should be able to get it towards the outer side. They do, or on the inside of the ground there. There's Mitchell. Mitchell then found another option. And here they go. They are turning and twisting and going with Presler. Presler then gets it inside forward 50, leading forward. Should be able to get it there. He's after it and he should pick it up there. It's Dalby, but wrapped up, and the umpire says we're going to have a ball up.
Sam Wilson is being loose down back, so they've taken him out of full forward and he's just playing loose in the square at the moment.
Going really early has Central with Nolan in the ruck now as well. The ball comes down A lot of players on hands and knees here as it sort of fumbles its way out. Bevan on hands and knees as well. Tries to give it out to Ferguson. He can't quite get it either. He is tackled strongly there by, I think that is Sullivan as well. We'll have another ball up about 55 metres out from Dorscole on the Brewery side, a 45-degree angle. Quick throw up there from the umpire, and Claire somehow gets a tap down to Ferguson. Ferguson palms off his opponent, kicks it inside 50. Win plays havoc with absolutely everyone, and they can't quite read it off the boot, and it slams into the behind post, and we'll have a ball up deep inside North's territory.
Yeah, they're looking. They've had a good start, North. I mean, it's what we were expecting because they're kicking with the wind, but Central still feel like they're in the game. Obviously, only 6 points plus they've got the wind to kick with in the fourth quarter. So we get ready to go again. Ball comes back in. Palmed away. Ferguson's there, and it's going to be a free kick, and it looks like he's going to go back and have a set shot on goal here. And he's another one that's ended up playing in Adelaide. Played with the Norwood under-16s, played 1 game plus 15 games up here in Broken Hill as well. So certainly got a lot of football experience. So in comes Ferguson. And kicks a goal. It looks like he's pretty happy with it. North have jumped to a 2-goal lead.
Two goals.
So Logan Ferguson's second goal for the match, much needed for North. So just extend that lead at 12 points now, leading 6-13-49 Central, 5-7-47, 11 minutes score on the Music Club Station sponsor scoreboard. There's a couple of North players coming to the bench in hot conditions here. It's almost looking like an ice hockey game with one shift on, one shift off, and these players could be cramping in the last quarter as well. But with everything on the line today, with this place in the grand final, you put your body on the line. And we are in for a cracking game here. I'm sure Central just want maybe 1 goal in this third quarter against the Blues.
Yeah, it's same as in the first. That'll be the idea. Try and get a goal, kick some momentum, make sure North don't get too far ahead, and then try and hit them where it hurts in the last quarter.
As Negrello pushes Claire out of the way, but Claire somehow gets it out to Kelly, almost just handed to him on the plate there, and McGuinness goes through to Presler. Presler on his left foot, goes inside 50, looking for Keenan Ellis. He can't mark it either. Sam Wilson can't track it down, but gets back. Last line of the defence now. Has to try and get on his right foot, and he does that well to Beasley. Beasley fumbles the mark in front of his faithful there as well. He turns back inside from Gabbard. Tries to go now to Jennings, and that's a dangerous kick, but it works now. Central get out of jail yet again. They switch over. Short kick in front of Hanford. He has a bit of pressure from Ferguson. They go across goal as well. Central playing real dangerous football here, coming out wide now to Rowston, who can't mark it. He's infringed there by ball ace, and Central yet again get out of trouble. Page with a couple of dangerous kicks inside defensive 50.
Yeah, very dangerous, and a couple are dropping very short, but at that centre bounce, Central actually started with 2 loose back, so they are playing extremely defensive with the sock across the ground going absolute bananas at the moment.
Tawney gets it back inside forward 50. It's a high footy, and it's grabbed in the end. Great mark by Campbell, who's able to just turn around in the back pocket. Again, last line of defence kind of stuff. It's on the Canteen side of the ground, which has seen a couple of balls go out as everyone went up. No one was able to quite grab the mark. Jones tried to work his way through. He's going to have to pick it back up again, and the umpire is surrounding this one. And still they fight on. That one's going to be a high tackle, though, and it is going to go the way of Centrals and Jones as well. So he just marches his way back. And he's on. Decides to put it towards the wing. All falls down. Duncan able to get it forward. Big fist. Oh, that's it. That could be a dangerous one there for hopefully the player there in Dempster is okay. Meantime, on the edge of the centre square, they fire it backwards to Centrals. Hanford trying to dance his way through. Sullivan eventually just gets rid of it. Anywhere but where it was will do for him. It's picked up, and here goes Centrals. They're away. It's an excellent run here. Barnes. Ball bounces out in front of who he was aiming for, which was Kimball. Kimball's going to grab it. One bounce. Into the goal. And he's missed.
Missed everything.
He's missed it all.
I'm going to follow that like we're going to have a top in now deep in Central territory. 14 minutes gone in this third quarter as well. That's probably a golden opportunity. I know we keep talking about turning points there, but Central probably really wanted that goal now. And now they see what kind of damage they can do from this. throwing out as the two ruckmans go at it. There's ball ace and beat, and then out that one. Comes down to Duncan. Duncan gets a quick kick away, and it just goes through for a minor score. Central now 5-8-38. Trailing North 6-13, 49 by 11 points. As North will look to go coast to coast here as fast as they can. The ground really opens up now with the breeze as Dempster comes out to Mitchell. Mitchell backtracks a little bit. Takes his time now. Nice kick out wide to McGuinness, and he gets there with the outstretched arms. North's just pushing along this Brewery side wing now. 15 minutes gone in this third quarter. McGuinness, good candy still there as he goes now long down the line. Not many players here as the ball then takes a sharp left turn and heads out along the boundary line on the Brewery side wing. Just on their side of the oval as well.
Yeah, the footy's just trying to be retrieved here because they've lost it over the fence. I think the umpire's going to go for a bit of a walk.
Just jump the fence.
Time off. Yeah, mate. He has some bloke time off.
Quality crowd here today, Paige. Plenty of cars inside the ground and plenty of spectators as well. A beautiful day to be outside here in Broken Hill. 30-degree day. Probably a bit hot to play football, but a beautiful day to watch football.
Yeah, look, I wasn't too disappointed that we weren't playing footy today when I seen the weather, but it is a beautiful day to spectate and have a few alcoholic beverages while watching a great game of footy.
Duncan goes to Jones, and Jones trying to twist and turn. Did okay, gets it inside forward 50. It's a spearing ball, a bouncing ball in the goal square. And I tell you what, Barnes just threw a leg at it. Did he get a goal? Oh, goal umpire doesn't know. They need the score review system down here.
Dempster may have got a fist in there pretty clearly, but we'll wait and see what happens here. It's going to be interesting. So this could be a massive point in the game here as they decide what is going to happen here. Still a lot of confusion going on. No one knows what's going on. They've just got to pick something here.
Yeah.
Touch. There you go.
Central didn't really convince the umpires too much. If that was me, I would have been celebrating like there was no tomorrow, so they had to give it.
Is that a turning point potentially?
Potentially, as Dempster does all the hard work there, brings it back in. Kelly just chucks it on the boot and tries to kick an absolute spiral. He puts it straight down Jones' throat, and Central come away with it just in the centre of the ground now. As all the players push back down, it's a nice kick from Jones finding Beasley there right on the edge of the square. Umpire says to push back off the mark a little bit for Tawney. North of pushback numbers here, kicks it into the man of the mark. Hanford comes in to clean it up as well. Gebhard tries to tackle Hanford but can't. Jones is all by himself, loads them out on the far side there. He paddles it to himself, tries to push through three North players. He's tackled there straight away. Umpire says no free kick there, and we'll have another ball up tackled by Mitchell. Plenty of pressure here, Lockie.
Yeah, plenty of pressure, plenty around this contest as well. As the ball goes up. Grab Duncan, able to get it out. What's Kimball? Then a little kick inside forward 50. Once Duncan. Right there. He's a leading forward. He's just found someone standing all by himself, and it's a good mark taken as well. And that's Kennedy. Who's gonna go back.
It's going to be a tough kick here with that wind sort of pushing away from goals as well. And from a great distance, we're even kicking from outside 50 here into that strong breeze.
Yeah, it's a massive kick. Context of the game, context of the season. Can he do it? Kennedy lines up, going right towards the line, and that is over and juggled over to behind 6-13, plays 5-10. 9-point ball game.
Kelly who brings the ball back in again now. Not a whole lot of players in the middle of the oval. Everyone pushing out wide. He now goes to Wilson. That's Ryder. Backtracks a little bit with Barnes on the mark now. He's got a few options now with Tawney pushing up long. It's a long kick now. It's a good mark there by Sutcliffe as well. He plays on straight away. Hasn't got much to go to, but looks to the star from Wednesday night, Rebel Mannion, but he drops it, goes back inside 50, looking for McGuinness. Free kick paid, Rebel Mannion looking for a high contact as he kicked it from Gilby. There's the jeers from the crowd on the Central side, not happy with that decision. A lot of players streaming forward here as Mannion kicks it up the line. Trying to find McGuinness. Central do really well to get out of this, but the ball beats everyone. Heading to the canteen again, the ball. The ball must be hungry as it heads to the canteen boundary line. And I ordered a couple of scallops and some dim sims, and we're about to do it all again as the ball is thrown away. Just about time on here in the third quarter. Just the 2 goals for North in this quarter as well, I think.
Yeah, massive win for Centrals. I'll be feeling like they are in pole position if they're able to hold on. We are in the North attacking zone. Claire just tries to grab it out of the middle. And that one's going to be a free kick there. It looks to be going the way of North, and it's going the way of Bevan. So this could be a real bit of drama. Quinton Bevan. Just a little bit of a look. He's going to have to kick it from where Nash Mitchell did in the first quarter, basically right up against the line. Has a bit of a look. Kicking towards goal. It's falling. Is it there? It is. He's got it. Quinton Bevan gets a very crucial goal.
It's a 3 goal.
Is that the ticket to the grand final?
Very early with 15 points in front there, but Paige, that's a fantastic kick there, right up against the boundary line with the wind not really helping him to kick it into the wind as well, and just pushes North that little bit further in front.
Yeah, no, it was a great kick. It was a bit hard to tell whether that was touch. Sammy Wilson tried to claim that it was touch, but the goal umpire was in a good position to know that it went over the goal line. So good goal by Quinton Bevan there.
Central needed that enthusiasm for down the other end.
Absolutely,
trying
they
to get
did.
the decision
Yes.
down their way, but nevertheless, North leading 7-13-55 to Central 5-10-40. Time on here in the third quarter, 21 minutes gone on the Musicians Club station sponsor scoreboard, and the 2 ruckmen go head to head again. And it'll be Central who slowly come away with it as the ball is just a pinball style in the middle of this oval. Makes its way all the way back to the centre of the oval, and we'll have another ball up here, 21.5 minutes gone in this third quarter. Interesting contest here between Nolan and Claire. 2 big bodies here. It'll be Nolan who gets his fist over the top here to McAllister, who sharks it, but then Anderson comes up with it. Out to Picton now. Picton kicks down the line looking for, that is, Nick Rouston as well. He's tackled by Dempster straight away. Central have gained a little bit of distance here. They are now on the corner of the centre square as we have another ball up now. Nolan and Claire. Claire just pulls it out of the ruck, kicks it, dribbles along the ground. Could be a near-on collision there between the 2 tough nuts there in Turner, but Turner comes away with it, gives the hands out to McGuinness. McGuinness takes 2 bounces, goes on his left foot going inside 50, looking for a good matchup here between Kelly and Hanford. Kelly spins around, he's got, that's a fantastic vision, looking for Dowby. The old legs of Dowby just can't get there. Reese Pitt picks it up, he is tackled, fantastic defensive pressure there from Central to get a holding the ball. Free kick, and they almost get out of jail again deep in this third quarter.
Yeah, they've done that basically the entire quarter. Every time they've been up against the wind as well in the first quarter, they've managed to find their way out of jail. Kick towards Wilson, who's been playing down in defence for a lot of today. So he just takes a moment just to have a look what he's got further afield.
Just the 2 minutes left in this quarter as well.
So they'll be delighted here, Central. They're able to hang on without any further scoreboard damage. That's a good mark taken as well. As is a ball ending up in the hands of Gilby as Gilby goes across the ground. Danger signs there, but they get out of trouble with Beasley, and Beasley's drilling ball into the centre of the ground. Mark taken there by Barnes as Barnes turns, tries to go towards the outer side. Bouncing ball holds up in the wind a little bit and didn't keep rolling on. So the Central's player had to go back and get it, and did, and that towards Sullivan. Sullivan takes a mark. And again, a little bit of hold-up play. And we just find the ball inside forward 50, but it's chopped off by Ferguson. Ferguson able to do it on both ends of the ground at the minute.
Doing very well, Ferguson. That's fantastic. He's looking for McGuinness over the back now. McGuinness has it, has the option to give it to Presler, decides not to, plays on, runs around his opponent in Duncan, moves on to the left foot now, looking now for Kennedy. Kennedy does really well to dish off 2 Central players, spins out of trouble. Now to Presler, who just out of reach now. Bevan comes in to lend support with Jennings from Central coming in. A couple of battering rams coming in now with Sam Wilson getting involved. He is gang tackled by a couple of North players now, and Central will be delighted with only about a minute and a half left in this third quarter to maybe go into 3/4 time, 15 points down. We have a ball up right on the 50-metre line as Central get away with the clearance now. Handball out to Jones. Jones has Turner in hot pursuit of him. He turns him inside out. Kick now to absolutely no one, goes straight down the throat of Presler. Now he has every opportunity here to find a target inside 50.
So Presler looks, decides to just get it towards the near side. So just switch positions here. Works out okay. Gebhardt's got the ball, but he's absolutely no real rush to get it forward from the 50. He might just go and have a little bit of a look here to kick it from downtown and close that margin up again to 9 points. So either way, go out to 21. So on the siren, a crucial kick. Going, but that one is going to fade right across the face. It goes out of bounds on the full, and it is a 15-point ball game at three-quarter time.
At Jubilee Oval in the prelim final between North and Central. North holding on to a slim 15-point lead. They kicked 3 goals in that third quarter with a fairly strong breeze. That windsock's been pretty consistent all day, heading towards the canteen pocket. Listen, 2 Dry FMs coverage, myself, Tobias Hack, Lachlan Gould, and Paige Pye as well. And Lachlan, I'll give you first crack here in the last quarter. I think we're in for an absolute ripper.
Oh yeah, this one's going to be fun. Don't go anywhere. If you haven't got the team biscuits, too late now, because we're about to get back underway. And that one is going to work its way forward here for North. Little toe poke. Should be collected on. No, overran the footy. Picked up Presler. Able to get it inside. Needs a mark. Does he get one? He does! And against the wind, North might be able to get a goal here. It's in the hands of Gebhardt.
Not a known goal scorer, just the one goal this year. Had the shot on the siren as well at three-quarter time. So Coach David Roddick just decided to flip the magnet board and send Gebhard forward as he comes in for a shot at goal.
Gebhard lines up, kicks, and that one's never really going to trouble the scorers unless there's a mark on the line. No, it goes over for a behind instead. And that one sees the lead extend to 16 points.
Interesting time here for North as they just extend that lead out now to 16 points. Central bringing it back in, going wide on the grandstand side. It's a nice mark there by Mason Hunt, deep in enemy territory. He looks inside to Duncan. Duncan now comes out to Gilby right in front of the North bleachers. They use this grandstand side. We're hoping to use a bit of the shade as well as Gilby comes up the line, kicks up and under. That is up for an absolute age. Jaden Kelly reads it really, really well and takes a mark. There's nearly 50 minute penalty paid there for inside the protected zone. Kelly playing loose in defence as well, probably just pushing down hard as well. He now goes down the line as well. Oh, nearly a mark there by the central player. Gebhard, who's been in everything the last 5 minutes of gameplay, kicks it over his left shoulder, but it goes straight down Hanford's throat. Central can now rebound now with players' arms getting absolutely everywhere. A lot of finger pointing going on here. Hanford goes inside to Rouston, who can't quite mark it. Tawny will come in first, but he overruns the ball. Gorka comes in, he overruns as well. There's plenty going on everywhere. Gorka somehow gets a kick out now. Nash Mitchell trying to track it down. It's a foot race between him and Jones, and I think it'll be Jones who may just get it first. A really good contest between both players. Mitchell comes up with it, maybe tackles out the ball. Umpire says play on. Now Central go back inside 50. Absolute tumble punt, and the ball dribbles through for a goal. Not touched there by McAllister on the line. Somehow gets it out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, that's what happens with the wind, I guess. That was magical almost, just able to breeze through.
I think that was Rouston who kicked that goal, I think it was.
Yeah, it was outside 50. It just sort of tumbled everyone and then just tumbled over the goal line.
That lead is now moved to 10 points now. North 7. We've been saying it all day. 7-14. Hopefully it doesn't come back and bite them. 7-14-56 to Central. 6-10-46. 2.5 minutes gone on the Musicians Club station sponsor scoreboard.
And the premiers from last year, they'll be up against it for this quarter. We're about to go back into the centre here.
Might be Rouston's first goal for the year too.
Double check that in a minute. I do have the list in front of me. So we get ready to go again. Back up. And we are away. All slapped down. As collected, the umpire says it's going to be a free kick, and it is going to go the way there of Shepherd. And Shepherd gives the footy off towards Ferguson, and now they're away. They work in numerical order, 8-9. Now, taken as well by Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe started the day as the ruck. Turns, drilling ball inside forward 50. And again, to Gebhard again, he's been everywhere. What's he doing? Forward defence doesn't really matter. There might be a couple of them out there as the ball goes towards the top of the 50. Collected. Tawny trying to twist his way through. Hand pass given. Bevan was there. Might end up with Tawny. Needed to use the soccer skills. And he's got one.
Tawny's second goal for the game. Massive in the context of things as well, Paige, as North just edge ahead now by 16 points rather. But the name we keep hearing lately is Gebhardt. He's been absolutely everywhere.
He has. He's taken a couple of really good marks forward for North, and then just set that one up on the top of the goal square. And Silas used his soccer skills from back in the day and put him through the two big ones.
What we needed in a fortnight's time in the soccer grand finals, I think, that is torn. It was fantastic on the outside of the boot.
Geez, the medal cabinet will be getting heavy. Under 17s. They get up here. You might have a seniors medallion and a soccer medallion as well.
We're back in the centre now with Negrello, Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe almost jumps off the wrong foot there. Comes down to Duncan. Duncan somehow gets the handball out, but it goes straight down to Claire's throat. Claire sort of shimmies his way through the 50, goes down to McGuinness. That's well trapped there. He now has Hamford hot on his tail, but he just says, see you later. Handball's over the top of that goal scorer in 2020. Not the best handball, but somehow made it work with McGuinness. The ball now comes down to Presler. Presler gives it off to Kennedy. Kennedy snaps around the outside of the body. That was off the foot there, I think, by... Was that Gebhardt? I think that might have come off. Just waiting for confirmation here. I think Gebhardt may have kicked that inside the goals, I think, on the foot. It's been called a goal. Goal to Gebhardt, I believe, there, as North now extend the lead a little bit further now to 22 points. North 9-14-68 to Central 6-10-46. 5 minutes gone. And what we thought was going to be pretty much all down the canteen, and the ball hasn't really gone down there much so far, Paige.
No, it didn't. That had a little bit of Dempsey from Geelong about it from last night's game, where he half volleyed it on the goal line. So that was a good goal from North, and that could almost set them up to win this game.
Very interesting now. It's got to be now or never for Central. If they're gonna make a statement here, they have got to start it from this centre clearance. Who's gonna win it out? Umpire releases the ball. The rucks collide, and Duncan able to get the clearance for Central. So they've got step one of the game done. Bouncing ball. Anderson tried to go charging in over the top. Was almost bullied out of it by his own teammate. Able to lay the tackle though on Claire. Picked up here. Still they work their way through. Gorka Still he fights, but he wasn't able to give the hand pass and then lost the ball to his opposite number in Turner. Turner tries to come charging through. And still on hands and knees, they fight. Ball might get held up here. So you can throw a blanket on about 15 of them out right in that to centre square.
This is physical footy, finals footy out there. Central want to break the string of 5 North goals in a row now as Negrello gets a tap down ball. They just punched it straight back to where it came from. Ferguson trying to get his hands on it here, but it would be player in Nolan who is on the bottom of that pack, and we create yet another ball up in a little patch of sunshine here between the North bleachers and the grandstand as we go up again. I'm not sure. We've got Sutcliffe again against Nolan. Sutcliffe may have pushed him straight in the back, and yes, the umpire agrees. Central get a free kick, and they get out again. We've got Gilby streaming through the middle of the oval, calling for it. May have, I thought Sutcliffe would overstep there as well for a 50-metre penalty, but Nolan now kicks it long down the line looking for his tall timber, and Wilson who gets a nice run at it, and that's a beautiful mark. Exactly, probably what he needs to get himself going. He's got Duncan in the 50 if he chooses to go. He goes long now to a couple of one-on-one. North have the extra numbers now, but that is a fantastic mark and goal by Central down there on the goal line. I think that was, I'm not sure who kicked that goal. Was that Will Campbell who's made his way down there as well and kicks his second goal of the day.
Yeah, they needed that. They desperately needed that.
Very good mark from Sam Wilson there, and then just popped it up to the top of the square and got it out the back and goals.
Sure, Central wants a last quarter similar to last week of Sam Wilson with really dominating, kicking 3 goals, and that 3 goals will get them the win as the margin's now 16 points. 9-14-68 to Central, 7-10-52. 8 minutes gone in this last quarter.
Where do we go from here? This one's had so many twists and turns. It feels like we've just got one more twist in the tail, potentially. It's back in the centre we go. Ball slapped down. Came from Negrello. McGuinness tried to grab it, wasn't able to, so Jones said thank you very much and powered the footy out towards his leading half forward. But Campbell, who's getting pretty busy down there at the minute, kicked the last goal, took a diving attempt at the mark, and the umpire says we're going to have to bring it back into play meantime. Just a stone's throw away from that 50.
Yet again, the ball's just made its way to the canteen again.
It's got a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Mine's very similar to mine.
I'm thinking about it as well. You mentioned before, like the twists and turns. I think there is one more in the tail here. I'm just not sure which way it's going to go, which is the kind of game we've had today.
It's been a real cliffhanger. We get ready to go again. Back in the centre. Big punch. Collected there. Bevan. Able to help out at the back. Mitchell ended up with the football towards the line. That one is going to be a last touch deliberate. What's the umpire say?
Very lucky, I think.
Ooh. Deliberate was the call, so it's going the way there of Hansford. No!
Throw in. We fooled everyone.
Not sure what happened then.
Well, it definitely could have been deliberate. No North player in the vicinity, but the ball is thrown in again. It'll be Nolan and Dowby that go head-to-head this time. Shepherd can't get his hands on it. He is tackled by probably one of Central's better players today in Luke Barnes. I think he's been definitely in and under all day. And there's another boundary throw in. Central may have gained about half a metre there, right in front of the bar here at Jubilee Oval. Nearly 10 minutes gone in this preliminary final. Listening to 2 Dry FM's coverage here of Broken Hill football as the two ruckmans go head-to-head. Both have a handful of each other's Guernsey, but McAllister tries to barge his way through, but can't do either. It's a WWF. It's a DDT, I think it is, in the old term there, as Duncan puts Sutcliffe to the ground there, and we'll have another ball up about 60 metres out from Central's goal.
I'm seeing less brutal takedowns in the UFC as we try and work our way through it, and ends up there with Metcalf, who's able to give it towards one of his teammates. They start to link up with hands due north. Intercepted. Kimball tried to come running through. Tawny able to get the football. Gets it forward. Little hand pass. Ferguson. They might be out here north. Inside forward 50 they go. Ball over the back. Gebhardt's going to grab it. Twist round one. Kicks and misses. How crucial might that be?
Second behind.
Probably could have went a little bit earlier with the kick. You think Page, he tried to step one more player when he could have went a bit earlier?
Yeah, he tried to get a bit tricky. I think he's growing in confidence with all the ball that he's getting this quarter, but unfortunately went the wrong side of the goalpost.
That is, and Gebhard been absolutely everything lately. There's a few players just starting to suffer from a bit of cramp around the field. See some stretching going on as Central come out of defensive 50 now, looking for their ruckman in Nolan as the ball. He keeps it in, does really well, I thought. But the boundary umpire disagreed. He likes balling it up, throwing it back in right in front of the North faithful here. 11 and a half minutes gone. As our commentator Lockie Gould keeps saying, how many more twists in the tail is there going to be? 17 points is the margin in favour of North. Winner goes through to the grand final, loser goes home and has to suffer for 6 months now as a shallow throw in as well. Both ruck go at it. Duncan comes down with it. I think he may have had a high contact before he got kicked away to the ball. We'll slowly make its way back to him before we start it all over again.
Yeah, of course, probably next season will start Anzac Day, as it always does.
Around about then, so yeah, about 6 months. Yeah, nearly cricket season.
Yeah, you playing?
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Cannot wait. But more important things than the moment, got 2 Dry FM's coverage here for the prelim final. As the ball goes through Jennings, that's a really good lead up there by Rowston as well. He's been another good player for Central. He now goes out wide to the running machine in Gilby. He can't quite make it. Gets a little bit of side bump there from Ball Lace. Turner with the tough guy headgear on. He's at the bench. Johnny said that since quarter time. Goes to Tawny. Tawny kicks it right into Barnes, who was just standing there minding his own business. Handball comes out now. There's a blanket of players here. There are plenty of players here as well as Anderson gets in, tries to barge his way through Turner and gets as far, gets the hands out to Bevan. Bevan then goes to McGuinness. McGuinness steps, I don't know, he's kicked that over his head as well. Kennedy's going to have to be good here, but it's Riley Jennings that takes a defensive mark now on Central to go to jail once again.
Jennings turns out towards the outer side wing. Oh, well done, Tawny. Sticky mitts. Not quite sure how he took that one. He just goes back.
Oh no.
Goes back. And they end up right on half back now to North. They're just kicking it around, trying to potentially waste a couple of minutes off the clock. Might be a little bit too early to go into game-saving mode. That kick was dangerous. It's going to be ending up over the boundary line there. It was in the hands of Curtis. But he's going to come back into play.
Not sure if 17 points is the right margin to start going defensively, especially 13 minutes into the last quarter. We have another boundary throw in on Central's side on the Brewery wing now as ball comes back in. It'll be Clare who punches back down, trying to find his way to McGuinness, who somehow throws a boot in, comes out now to Turner. Turner is mauled as well by a couple of Central players, and right on centre wing here, the Brews side, we might have another ball up here as Silas Tawney making his way for a much needed break.
Yeah, he's been good. He just comes off the field. He goes back up, trying to work their way through. Not a bad little ball there. There's a hand pass, works towards Turner. Then finds Ferguson. Ferguson able to just work it back towards Turner. They hold their way forward. Central's trying to charge their way back down the outer side when Jones ends up with the ball. Dead centre of the ground. Oh, that one just stripped from him. But plenty of calls for ball, but the umpire says we're going to ball it up instead.
Yeah, get called a large contingent of North supporters here. So that echoes for the controversy that call of ball is that I can go head to head again. It's Jones who gets it from centre wing, kicks the absolute cover off the ball as well. It's a foot race now for Ryder Wilson, and he's got 3 Magpies hot on his tail as well as he comes out with it. Jaden Kelly, who's still on the ground behind play as well as the ball comes out to Pitt. Pitt turns around trying to find Presler. Presler taps down to Mitchell. Mitchell with a calm head now goes with the outside of the boot and just hooks it around. No one coming at it from a North point of view, but it'll be Presler and Gilby going head to head, and Presler puts on a nice tackle, but Campbell comes up with it. Campbell gives it off to Picton. Picton now has a choice between that is Kimball. Kimball kicks it long now. There's a couple of whistles going on here. I'm not sure what has happened here. Might have a free kick.
I think
going
Ellis
away.
may have tackled someone without the ball, so it was downfield.
Field, yeah. Interesting call here. The ball's going to come all the way back. And a bit loose, bit of ground here central. Kimball with the free kick. And play resumes here in front of the North bleachers. 15.5 minutes gone in the last quarter. North leading by 17 points. Ball up now to, that is Bentley, I think it is. That couldn't take the mark, and the ball goes out of play for a throw-in.
And ready to go again. Round about dead centre of the ground, right in front of the interchange bench there for Central. As I'll be able to work it forward. It's going to be a free kick there. It was a little bit overzealous. Bump and a free kick going the way of North. They work their way from defence. It ended up in the hands of Shepherd. As Shepherd had not a bad second half. Could be marked here. Ball is rolling forward there from Kennedy. Turning. The ball goes inside from Bevan, but it's picked up in the defensive 50 for Central. They might be able to get their way across. Bouncing ball. Should be picked up, and big crunching tackle. Caught him, nothing did Sutcliffe. And that was a great tackle, and now it's on for young and old down there.
We hit flashpoint now. Lockie has 16.5 minutes gone. That's a fantastic run-down tackle there by Sam Sutcliffe. Not paid the free kick either. It won't be thrown by the looks of it. Says ball comes back in. Sutcliffe has to go at it again. He is probably held there by the umpire, by the central ruck. But play continues now. Ball goes back inside. Big play here between Gilby and Pitt. Pitt gets a handball out just as he's tackled by Gilby. Nash Mitchell tries to push through. He is mauled there by Jennings. And that is holding the ball in the centre of the ground here at Jubilee Oval. We are game on here. 17 minutes gone in the last quarter. Central are away here with a couple of loose players here. Good leg, I thought, there from on Rouston, I think that is, as the ball goes back inside 50 for Central. No player really gets a hand on. Negrello finds his way out the back. Kick is on its way. Hits the post. Oh, how they would have wanted that to go through for a goal. Central as they just bring that margin down to 16 points. 9-15, 69 is North. Central 7-11, 15, 7.5 minutes gone on the Visions Club Station sponsor scoreboard.
Yeah, it's a crazy game, this one. So all you can say is the ball goes towards the North players. They might be able to be out through Bevan, but Bevan might have spent it before he had it because it went through his hands. Nervy moments now in this preliminary final. Bevan just gets the footy forward. Works out okay. Gebhardt's got it. He's taking his time. Pointing some fingers, making some assessments. Goes inside forward 50. Great grab. Crucial mark. And very slow to get back to his feet. Might have copped one in the head for his troubles.
That's Dean Kennedy taking a strong mark there for North. 30 metres out. This could be, I think, the turning point page as well. I think if Dan Kennedy goes back and kicks this, I think North could be on their way to a grand final.
Yeah, I think so. If he's and Central have got a bit slack there, and Scratcher Derby has just come wandering out of the goal square, and he's got it about 30 metres out, almost straight in front.
Yeah, disappointing then from Centrals, but this could be how it ends. Dalby with the ball. Can he stamp the final ticket to the grand final? They'll join the Roos next week.
And knows pressure. Kicked 5 goals in the grand final last year as well in the win. So we'll see what happens here.
Dalby kicks on its way. It's looking pretty good. They might be going to a grand final.
Third goal for the corner. Yeah, mate.
What a moment that is.
Very slack from Central's defence there. A 40-metre kick turned into about a 30-metre kick, and to one of their best goal kickers in Scratchy Derby.
What's that, 22 points?
North outscored Central this quarter as well. They've kicked 3 goals, 2 to Central, just kicking the 2-1 as well. So in these trying conditions we've had all day, North have just really put the foot down here going against the breeze. So we are back in the middle, and it'll be a goal kick at Dalby who can't quite get a hand on it, but Negrillo taps it forward, and Mitchell comes in. It's a nice handball to Shepherd. Shepherd to Tawney. That's a crunching tackle by Jones. Really stamps his authority. And the ball fumbles out towards the Central bench for another throw-in. Neutral territory here in Jubilee Oval to be just ticked on to time on here in the last quarter. North leading by 22 points.
Ball comes back in. The Rucks re-engage, and we are away again. They need to move it quickly, and they do. Footy ends up inside forward 50 there. Bouncing ball. Big tackle on Kelly. And he's stopped by Campbell, who's pleading with the umpire for holding the ball call. He's not going to get one. Kelly might be a little bit sore and sorry. He's just very slow to get back up. Ball with Wilson. No, actually that's a lie. Ball's with Clare as Wilson wrapped him up. And we're going to get another ball up. Clare able to rip it out of the ruck and kick towards the Central's forward because it's going to come back. Turnover footy working its way at the minute. It's a snap on goal comes, and I think that's gone through the middle. No, he's missed.
Second behind. Yeah, mate.
A couple of missed opportunities for Central here as well. They would have really liked that time again. That goes through probably near on game on again with a 15-point margin, but now it's at 21 points in favour of North as Kelly has a duty to kick it back in. Looks to go long out to the Brew wing. Good mark there by Hanford. He plays on, pushes through a couple of North players. Tackled there by McGuinness. I thought he did get the hands out as North supporters are pleading with the umpire for holding the ball. Now comes out to Presler. Presler just managed to get the kick away. Dan Kennedy tries to barge his way through about all 18 Central players. He is holding the ball, and it'll be Beasley who comes up with it. Right on the edge of the centre square, and he puts it back inside 50. Goes over the top of Sam Wilson's head. Jaden Kelly tries to take mark of the year with one hand. It goes back to Dempster. Dempster almost smartly fumbles it back through for a minor score. Central now trailing North 7-14-56 to North 10-15-75.
Kelly in his defensive goal square. Little ball works out on the half volley towards Clare, and they get Presler involved. And that's a good mark. Intercepted there. Hanford comes back the other way. Has a look from 50. Flushes it towards goal. And he's missed.
Another much needed goal for Central. Just under 3 minutes. I think you've got 2 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the preliminary final. Thank you very much to Dennis Watts for kindly showing me his time clock there as well as North bring it back in to McAllister. And he has it in the County pocket. Very slack there as well, just kicking off one step. And is smothered there by Beasley there as the ball trickles over the line for another throw in front of the bar here at Jubilee Oval. You think a minor miracle needed here, Paige, for Central to come back now?
Yeah, I think North have locked their grand final spot in and have the chance to go back to back. And with coach David Ruddick, anything can happen in the grand final.
So what's that now? 16 grand finals, 14 grand finals in a row with COVID affecting a couple between these two teams?
No,
you
West.
missed a couple with West and Central, but yeah, so 14 out of the 16, I think it is. So
West played 2 years ago against South, I think.
as North now have it deep in their territory there as Kelly takes a mark Tackled by Luke Jones. Waiting to see if there's a 50-metre penalty. Doesn't look like there is, as Jaden Kelly slowly makes his way up. Good clock management here. Takes his time, as just about every player makes their way to the Brewery side, as Kelly chips over the top to Dempster. I think all the fizz has gone out of this game, as Norfolk just looking to just cement their place here in the grand final. Dempster goes over the top to Ferguson. A lot of tired players here today after this hot day here at Jubilee Oval, 30 degrees. Sweltering conditions here as North look to go up towards the wing position though and come down with it. It'll be Turner who makes his way through the traffic. Kicks now looking for the hot hands of Gebhard. Gebhard just muscles his way around. He's going to run inside 50. Kick is on its way. We've got a one-on-one contest between Bevan and Jennings. Bevan sort of pushes his way through another foot race here as the ball is sort of eluding both of them without either touching. The ball's made its way outside 50. Hand over to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe tries to go to Bevan, but it would be Bentley who tries to get it. He throws that out. Umpire says play on. Crowd is pleading for it. Presler little handball off to Duncan. He then tackles Duncan as well. Umpire says we'll have a ball up. And we'll wait and see what comes of this.
Duncan's very slow to get up. He might be in a little bit of pain. His brother was just trying to rough him up, get him back to his feet. He's just shaking his head, telling him, oh, he might be a little bit winded here. Might have caught one across the jaw or in the throat. Away we go again. Ball collected there. Hand pass worked its way towards Mitchell, but it's going to be a free kick, it looks like, going the way of North. No, going the way of Central. So the Magpies up the line. It's going to work out okay as they just start to run their way through. There it is, the siren! North are into another grand final! And they deserve that basically today, I think.
That was a tough win for North. I think they'll take a lot out of today. 10 goals, 15. We were saying all day that that might come back to beat them. But Central almost equalised there with 7 goals, 14 as well, and missed some crucial chances there with the wings. Late favourite.
Yeah, definitely missed a couple of chances, especially in that third quarter. It almost changed the momentum of the game when Kimball was running into open goal and missed the whole goal. So definitely was the turning point of that game, I think.
And it's interesting here for Central as well. I think that is Greg Wellington's last game coaching as well, I believe, maybe as well.
Yeah, last game coaching for now. Obviously went away, came back, and then something like this will be his last game. Now he's going to be heading away, and there is some rumours, unconfirmed at the minute, that it is looking like there may be a little bit of an exodus to the club with as many as 10 to 15 players walking out the door this summer.